Yo, what it do?
Yo!
What it do? It's the man.
We back, man.
I caught him in midstream.
Yeah.
Yo, what it do? It's the man.
The man.
Sports podcast.
Hey, we getting it today, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, been a little minute. You know what I mean?
Little minute.
Hey. But you know we back.
Back for episode 8.
Back with the back attack. You know what I mean? Like we getting it in, man.
Shouldn't have left you without a beat. I can't. I don't forget. I don't want to.
Cut it.
Let's go
right now.
Yeah.
Man, how everything been going with you though?
Bro, it's been pretty good, man. Workaholic, you know how it is.
Hey, man, you gotta get that money, man.
Gotta get that money, man.
You're gonna be outside.
Got a wife and family to take care of, man.
Hey, I feel you, man. You been what you been keeping up with? You been watching any soccer?
No soccer, man.
Hey, you know what? I caught a little bit of it, and you know, I ain't gonna say I'm a big fanatic of it, but the World Series, man.
The world baseball World Series.
Yeah.
The world
Japan versus USA.
Yeah.
You know, what it was Trout versus I can't say nobody's name. Like all the vowels and letters you don't put together.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it. You know what I mean? Struck them out, man. What you think about? You think USA?
Hold on, man. No. You said all the letters and vowels you don't put together,
Yeah.
man. Stop it, man. Stop it. I
was just saying. But you think USA took it lightly?
Nah, well,
I think it was 3-2 or something like that.
I don't think they took it lightly. I think just, some guys just love the experience, just kind of being out there. So I think, USA was always going to be in that talk, even if they win or lose. But I think they just had fun out there.
Okay.
But it's but I have been keeping up with basketball lately. I've been watching my Lakers, of course. I've been watching some NCAA tournament. Look, I got some opinions about the Lakers. I don't know if we're going to talk about it today, but I there's one thing I'm going to say before we get into our main topic.
Yeah.
I just don't like the playoff push and Anthony Davis sitting out that one game. I don't like it.
Oh, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
All right, so since you're talking about basketball, what about college hoops and March Madness?
I love it, man. This special time of year for me.
Yeah.
This special time for me. I mean, my team is not in it.
Yeah.
UNC, Tar Heels. I'm disappointed.
So,
However, but we talked about this earlier on one of our other episodes. The landscape, how you mentioned the landscape of the tournament is different now. Teams are a little bit better now. Coaches are implementing better plays. I just like the scope that is. The competition is not no blowouts or anything like that. I just love everybody balling.
Well, I say this. It ain't the top names that you look for. You know what I'm saying? Like the Dukes, the UNC,
right,
stuff like that. Like it ain't the top guys that you be like, okay, yeah, they should be in it. When you look at it, and the people that's like in the Sweet 16, went to the Elite 8, it's like, have you been here before?
Yeah.
Now I think Alabama gonna pull it out, but that's just my
they got a chance.
That's
got
my
a chance.
opinion. I think they head over here the top team out there.
They got a chance. I don't know.
I think Gonzaga might have something to say, but
they always in the talk.
They always in it. But I think
talks.
Alabama right now, they just got another thing coming.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I think I will agree with you. Alabama got a very great chance, but but you never know when you get into that bubble. We was just watching that Iowa and not Iowa, but
no LSU versus Utah. The girl was pressure. It was pressure on her. Airball the free throw. We were just watching that. We like, whoa, but that's the kind of things in the tournament you can't plan for. So you just never know what's gonna happen. But the competition's been great. Even though that was a good game we was watching before we came on tonight. So that was a really good. I think South Carolina. What's coming? I think both of the teams the top dog are red and white. It's just something like that,
What are you talking about, man?
Outside looking in.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, both of them colors are red, white. So, you know what I mean?
Shout out, though. South Carolina going to win the women's tournament.
Oh, yeah. They beating everybody, 30.5 points?
Absolutely. Don Staley, man, I try to tell y'all she the truth, man.
Yeah. Real deal, Holyfield.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, man, outside of that, you know what I mean? Just, pretty much been chilling out, man,
Chilling out.
Oh, off topic a little bit.
What's up?
That John Wick. You know what I mean?
I heard, man, look, I'm going to go see that. I'm going to go see that. I know I said I'm going to go see all these other movies. I still ain't seen it, but John Wick. Oh yeah, we in there.
Yeah, I got to see that one. I got to see that one too. So.
We in there.
But further than that, you know what I mean. We're gonna get into our first topic.
What you got, man? What you got?
Hey, and I think it needs to be talked about. You know what I mean? Because I feel like they're not gonna go anywhere anyway. But I feel like since they want attention, we're gonna give them attention.
Right.
And I think that's John Morant. You know what I mean? I feel like with his situation, you feel what I'm saying? Do you think? One, it's a two-part question.
Okay.
Do you think he deserves an 8-game suspension? And my second part of that is, do you think, does it even matter? Because do you think they're going to be a championship contender?
Woo. Well, the first part question, yes, he definitely should have got suspended. The reason I say he definitely should have got suspended, they gave Kyrie purity hell. For just making a post, and he had to do all these different steps to get even to come back to play. So I think it needs to be fair all around. He definitely should have got suspended.
Okay.
Now the second part of your question, they struggled when he was out. They definitely struggled when he was out.
Struggle?
Yeah, they struggled a little bit. They struggled a little bit. I mean, but they were really struggling before he went out. I'm not. I can't say what happened internally to make them struggle, but they were the second team in the West. They were doing pretty good. Whenever that comment about saying we're good in the West, they started falling a little bit. I don't know if they.
John Morant was still there.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if they were feeling themselves a little bit too much, or they were, trying to be too cocky and trying to do more than what they can do. But it just, stuff like that shows up in your game. Stuff like that affects the chemistry and the play of the team and all that kind of stuff, and it shows. So I really think, there should be some accountability on John Morant when he so-called took responsibility for it. However, I don't know how the team is going to respond coming back.
Well, I mean he in 24 minutes he scored 17 points. You know what I mean? But it was the Rockets, right?
Right. A warm-up game. Warm-up game.
And they barely beat the Rockets by 5 points, right? Now, I think this, right? I don't think it really matters, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they're going to do nothing in the playoffs. So, it goes back to my first position with it. 8-game suspension, 20-game suspension, no suspension. It's going to be the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because they did almost the same of what they was going to do when he was out. You know what I mean? I feel like they talk so much.
Man. They do, but they do.
It's okay to talk a little bit. It's okay to have confidence. It's okay to, do whatever. But what have you did for me lately?
Well, I mean, even to your point, though, even though they struggle and they may not necessarily go far in the playoffs, they still won some good games, even with John Morant out. So the potential is always there. It's just, can they gel at the right time, right before the playoffs?
I don't have nothing to do with gelling. I just think they're just not it.
I agree with you to a point, but my argument from them always been not necessarily they're going to be a team to win the championship. I just think they have a future, not necessarily now, but future. But I don't.
Future? What's the future? I mean, besides John Morant, give me a future on their team.
If I say the same thing all the time when it comes to teams. If there's a consistent role, a team together, if they play consistently together, nobody gets the big head and say, "Oh well, we had so much success. Now I want to get paid." Now I'm finna go somewhere else and get paid.
Well, they don't get paid for they ain't did nothing.
Well, I'm just saying that's what happens. Now, there's a lot of players in the league right now that's getting paid that probably should not get paid.
Now that is probably the best thing you said all year.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
That's probably the best thing you said all year. I give you that one. I give you that one.
So there's a lot of guys that are getting paid that probably shouldn't get paid. But however, that was because of the success and the role that they played on the team. So it looks good, a la Draymond Green. Because everybody knows if he goes to, I don't know, just a random team, Miami, he's not going to get no maximum contract. And he's not going to get no big contract because his role might be different in Miami versus he is in Golden State. So that's just, you just never know. But I think their team has potential to be better and grow as a team if they stay together and if they get some key pieces to help them mature as a team.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think at the end of the day, Ja Morant, I mean, when he came back, he quoted some rap lyrics. And I'm not going to get into that. But, like, I mean.
Well, this is the thing for me. And I don't know if the league still had it. I know a while back the league had an entry program to where, you know, they kind of had the younger teams, the rookies, the younger players come in and sit down and have somebody come in and mentor and talk to them about.
Yeah, they still got that.
So I don't understand why there's not I don't know. You know how we go out to our training and then every so often we got to go back to it to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Why they just can't have like a recap just to reassure everybody's on the same page, doing the same thing, and being safe out there? Because that's just nonsense.
They do. They just don't pay attention. Well, and that's why he got he got the 8-game suspension, and he went to say he looked for help. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like I mean, my position on it is the gun part. I get the stripper part where he was in the strip club and doing all that. I don't because you can only imagine what NBA players do on a night-to-night basis. You know what I'm saying? Like Lou Williams go to Magic City
and ball out.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like so. My thing, besides that point, the gun part, I get it. I get that, you know, because you don't want, because he's a role model.
Yeah.
You don't want him being like whatever, but to a certain extent, I'm like,
Well, my position is totally different. I agree with you, all that stuff. My position is your circle, the people around you.
Your daddy.
His daddy specifically. You know, and everybody around him. Like, it's okay to come home and support the boys and be down with the home team and all that kind of stuff, but you got to learn your limitations.
Hey, you know what's funny though, and I'm gonna let you finish the thought. What's funny is all the other games, his daddy had Henny. This game when they played Houston Rockets, he had a Powerade.
We got to change the whole image.
You got to change the whole image.
Tell your dad to go over there when he comes to the game. He can't be drinking on the sideline no more. Tell him to sit behind that.
I mean, Ja Morant is the bag, right?
Yeah.
So he what holds his homies, his family together, right?
Yeah.
And rightfully so. He's making millions, right?
Yeah.
So I think he just got too full of himself.
Yeah, that's part of it. I do agree that's part of it. However, somebody within the circle, a la dad, hey, son, I know you out there having a good time, but check yourself, you know? You know what I'm saying? You should be out there.
Yeah, he got nobody checking himself.
That's the point. Somebody within the circle has to be rational and be like, look, calm down, have your fun. But
like your homie could do that, but you can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, he really can't associate himself with that.
Oh, he can't.
He really can't associate himself with that.
Come on, like, what are you doing? Like, what's the point?
I don't
get the point.
That reminds me of an episode of Dave Chappelle, the Chappelle Show, when Keeping It Real goes wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because like what is like you making millions while flash a gun? You got security. Like I don't like what is the mindset there? You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm making millions, right?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna catch me nowhere in the limelight.
Yeah, I know we're talking about Ja and his situation, but how do you compare that to how they treated Kyrie versus they did Ja Morant? Excuse me, Ja Morant.
Get his name right now.
I'm trying to get it out, but you know, everybody was kind of making sure he was okay. Jalen Rose reached out to him. All these people reached out to him and trying to make sure he was okay and doing the right thing. But nobody did that for Kyrie.
I think they did it because of Kyrie, though. I think they did it because something happened. Like, you know how when something happens, you know, when something else happens behind that, that usually get the brunt or they get all the help. But the first person usually take the downfall for it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they gonna take the crash for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after that, people were like, well, we seen his situation, so now we have evidence. Now we have pre-existing, you know what I mean, history of something going wrong. Now we're going to be like, okay, all right, well, the next thing that happened, we're going to be more into it, more prepared, more reaching out. And I mean, people did reach out to, Kyrie,
of course.
I mean, Kyrie's a different animal, though, so I don't even know if you can even put them in the same sentence because Kyrie thinks the earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie going to do whatever he wants to do, when he want to do it, how he want to do it, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So Kyrie is not going to apologize. He ain't going to do none of that. You see what's going on in Dallas.
Yeah.
We'll bring that up later. But
my goodness.
But I think everybody wanted to look out for Ja Morant because of the also hood factor. You know what I mean? As in, you made it out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should be doing better. You should do this. You should do that. We see what you got going on. You know what I mean? And I don't think Ja Morant is a bad dude. You know what I mean?
I don't know nothing about him outside of the basketball play.
Yeah.
I'm just, my concern is making sure you keep your circle tight and that somebody's within your circle watching your back. Look, you don't need to be doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his circle is shaky, very shaky.
Yeah, so that's the problem I have.
He don't have a LeBron circle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Those are almost complete opposites.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His circle, he got a Michael Vick circle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People, they might be like, oh, well, why you say it like that? Look at what Michael Vick got caught up with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the way his circle is very weak oriented.
Well, I understand that there's a lot of temptations. There's a lot of things that you're exposed to now that you got money and notoriety. Mm-hmm. But you still have to find a way to find that balance, because everything could have been in jeopardy. Everything could have been gone just like that. Just because of the stupid things you did, So I don't understand how you can't think outside the box or the bigger picture.
Well,
when it comes to your future, all your money. Why you want to mess up your money?
I think they need to get comfortable. He been doing it. He been doing the gritty. He been iced out. Memphis Grizzlies repost him being iced out. Give him that image. Hey, I'm Ja Morant. I'm coming at you. You know what I mean? So Ja gonna do that. You know what I mean? That's what he gonna do. So now it's okay, all right. When is enough? And when is the stepping point to where you gonna cross that line?
Yeah.
And he crossed the line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can do all the, the gritty.
Have fun, yeah.
Be iced out, all that type of stuff, whatever. But when that gun came into play, that's when you cross the line. Now, Memphis Grizzlies, we can't repost that. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those ordeals where you okay, all right. Ja, let's call you in the front office.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we support you and we behind you. But you can't do that.
You cannot do that. That is just...
Because New York, he would have been gone.
Or, yeah.
No, New York got very strict
gun law, absolutely. Plaxico Burress went to jail.
Shooting himself.
Shooting himself, absolutely. I remember
that. Yep. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I feel like it's warranted to give him a slap on the wrist, right? Now, if you do this again, now we have a problem.
Now, do you think it's an image thing? Do you think?
I think he was just drunk and just with that circle. They late night and he getting on Instagram thinking he's not a star or NBA player. You know what I mean? Just getting on a regular person would get on to do anything.
Yeah.
They can do that and nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? But him being a face of a $1 billion franchise and stuff like that, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't make mistakes like that.
His PR agent probably had a field day, trying to it's kind of well, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna kind of compare him a little bit to Josh Gordon, but I ain't gonna do that because Josh Gordon that was
that's a totally different level.
Yeah, that's insane.
He's got chance after chance and still
got chance.
I'm like, bro, you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do him that far. But as in, importance. Yeah, he important to the team. But do I think they was gonna do something anyway? Nah.
No, they probably weren't gonna do anything. But I think they would have made a strong push. They were in some competitive games in there.
I mean, they in second right now.
Yeah,
but it ain't. I don't think. I mean, yes, this is the wrong outcome, but I don't think, as in, when they get in the playoffs, somebody would be like, "Hey, we want to see y'all." They gonna be like, they gonna run away from y'all.
Well, this is the thing: the momentum that they could have gotten before is it might be hard to get because was a distraction to the team.
Oh yeah, it was
you know what I'm saying. So
when people off the bench got hurt out for the year.
Yeah, so I mean it's a lot to overcome in a short amount of time. With the playoffs, like they got like 9-10 games left.
9 games.
9 games left. So can they get that rhythm back? Can they get that flow back? Can they get that camaraderie back? And not let this situation taint them. I don't know, but that's yet to be seen. But they can make a push, but they're not gonna do anything. I agree with. They're not gonna win a championship or anything like that. But
now, with you saying 9 games going straight into the season and end of the season, now that's a good segue for our next topic. So hey, make sure y'all tune in and see what we're about to talk about because it's about to get real
share,
sticky.
Follow.
There you go. Hey, and make sure you share again, share another time. And if you forgot, or thought you forgot to share, hit share again.
Yo, we love y'all.
Hey, for real. Appreciate y'all, though. Hey, make sure y'all tune in. Hey, and let's keep it going, baby.
Man to man.
Yo, we out. Yo, it's the Man.
It's the Man.
Sports Podcast. And I know we like to, play around. I know we like to, be live and let our hair down. But at this moment, we want everybody's attention, all our fans' attention. And at this moment, Mr. Man has something that he really wants to say and really wants y'all to know.
Hey, what up, everyone? Nate and I have a coworker, a friend, going through something right now with her daughter. Kinsley's in the hospital. We just want to send a special shout out to Tarekia Frazier and her daughter Kinsley. We just want to let you all know we have you in our thoughts and prayers. We're here to support you, and anything we need, we're going to do it strong for you. So we just want to keep you in our thoughts and prayers and let you know we love you and we hear from you.
Yep, most definitely. Hey, peace.
Peace. Hey.
Yo, it's the Man.
The Man.
Sports Podcast, and you know how we doing it. We coming.
We back.
I had to make sure my co-host was good when we went to break.
Got a little choked up.
Hey, you got a little flutters over there. I told him I got my CPR card, but I can't kiss him.
Please don't. Yeah. Please don't.
Just to make sure. But you all right though?
If you would have kissed me, I promise I would have came back to life.
Oh no.
I'm like, no, that's all right. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Ain't no Cinderella over here. I'm gonna tell you that right now, brother.
No sir.
No, but I'm gonna look at you like, hey. I call. Somebody get the fish. Sir. Get the fish. But but hey, like we were saying though, 9 games.
9 games
to the end of the season. And you know who I'm about to bring up.
I know.
But one thing I will say is, it's a very, very tight race in the West.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Like if you lose a game, you might be out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
This is how close it is. So do you think, and this is my question to you right now, do you think that the AD experiment is as advertised and going well right now? Or do you think that they should, when the summer get his trade and get rid of him?
It's a good question. I will give AD this. He's definitely playing better. The Lakers are looking a lot better even since they were looking better since the trade. I can't give him all the credit yet. I just can't.
Why?
because they're still fighting for a playoff push. Mm-hmm. I mean, since the trade, they was 13th place. They only made up 2 spots, and they haven't really done anything else since then. I mean, they won games here and there, and they look a lot better on paper. They look a lot better on the court, but it hasn't translated to a win streak to get into the playoff push. So I just don't. I don't know.
They're in ninth place right now.
Well, still, you know. Still
13-9.
Still
4 spots.
I just don't.
Yeah, it's 4 spots.
Well, still, up until last night, whenever it was, they were still in 11th place, and that's since the trade. So like I say, they played better, but this is my problem with AD, and I don't know what the reason, because they will never tell you what's going on behind closed doors.
Yeah,
you're in the middle of a playoff push. You're trying to make the playoffs, and you sit out.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that either. Now I and this is one of them things that I'm I ain't gonna even say it, but I feel like he should have played against Houston.
Yep.
Because of how tight how tight the race is right now.
Exactly. That's exactly why he should have played.
He played. They beat Houston. Now they're in the 7th or 8th seed. You know what I mean? They're a step, our game up, our game and a half up. You know what I mean? Like, so, because they beat the Phoenix Suns. So, now, but my thing is with AD, and as we talk about the AD experiment, I think, to be honest, it's not going well. And the reason why I say that is because I got one name I'm going to say. So this really should be the experiment. And yeah, they got the same first letter of the first name, but the last name is different. I'm talking about my boy A.R. Austin Reeves. Literally going off.
Yeah, he balling.
He
definitely balling.
He really taking LeBron's spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like the game that AD scored, I think he scored like 17, but he ended up like 27 or something like that. Austin Reeves went off for 35. The last game, Austin Reeves went off for 25. Like, so I mean, like, when we really looking at it, like, who is really more important now? I mean, yeah, AD is important now. Don't get me wrong. Nah,
yeah, they need AD. They need him.
They need AD
while he's on the team.
But if Mamba wasn't hurt, you don't think he can do half of what AD's doing? Okay, he was averaging a double-double.
Well, I think yes, because of his effort.
Yeah,
the effort would have showed up, and the fight would have showed up. AD has the ability because he's just so talented, but I don't think his effort is there sometimes.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. AD didn't show up last game into the second half.
Sure didn't.
I can't put my finger on it. Like I really he really, I don't know I don't know if there's a backlining issue or something or what's going on, but like he's supposed to be in there like what Embiid doing. You know what I mean? Like he's
demanding the ball. I'm talking about asking for it, clapping for it, give me the rock. You know what I mean?
I mean, to be honest, he should be averaging 35 and 11 right now. No, seriously.
Yeah.
Because we're not talking about the regular season. The regular season, okay, 28 and 15, that gets you by whatever.
Yeah.
But he need to up it because right now it's really playoff mode for them.
Yeah.
So 35 and 12 every game.
Yeah.
Like, and they say he didn't play the back-to-back because of his foot. Well, you're going to be playing no back-to-back if you don't make it to the playoff.
Yeah.
So you're going to have plenty of time.
Well, we talked about this a while back.
And he didn't even have to play the full game.
Yeah.
He could have played like 24 minutes. They were the ones.
Yeah. You know, we talked about this a while back, and you mentioned about how if the Lakers go on a win streak, they can pretty much guarantee themselves a playoff spot because the race is so close. But when you sit out, especially against a team like Houston, because Houston could have easily beaten them.
Yeah, he could have played this 15, 20 minutes. Right. Now, if you was on a minute restriction, I get it. So go out there and ball on your minute restriction, right? But come on, that's a gimme. You gotta win that.
Well, I'm saying you don't want to take that chance. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to take that chance to sit out and you lose. Okay, now you lost a spot. You know what I'm saying? It's just you can't take that chance. I think sometimes we AD's effort is not there, and it shows up when the team. I think the team goes as he goes when LeBron is out.
Yeah,
and I think if his effort is not there, his body language is not, positive, and he's not, being reactive to whatever's going on the court. I think the team overcompensates and try to do things on their own, and he's not, and it doesn't show and wins. And I think AD has to find a way to be consistent.
Yeah.
First of all, not get hurt if he can avoid it.
He's a superstar,
and he has to be consistent.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, he has to take the lead, but I don't see it from him. I mean, there's been some spurts here and there, but I don't see it.
I haven't
game to game.
I haven't seen him take over a complete game.
Nah.
Like from first quarter to fourth quarter, he might do first quarter and then sit low second quarter and then go off the third quarter. But like the whole game, I haven't seen it. Yeah. Haven't seen, and that's what we need him to do.
Yeah, we need him to.
You know what I mean? Like because it's 9 games. Now I don't think. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it's another back-to-back. But if it was another back-to-back and he sat out, how would you feel about that?
Oh, I would be.
It's 9 games, the end of the season, and you talking about you gonna sit out a back-to-back?
I learned the Spanish word today.
What?
Called decepcionado. Decepcionado.
I'm saying that right? Cause I ain't
decepcionado. Disappointed. I'd be very disappointed in the Lakers and AD if he sat out at a back-to-back in a playoff run, trying to make a playoff push. I'd be very disappointed.
They like if they end it today, they would be in the playoffs. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, but
that can change overnight, 24 hours.
But that's the reason you don't sit out.
Yep.
That's the reason you don't sit out, because things can change overnight. You don't know who's going to win from day to day or game to game. You know what I mean? It's too tight of a race. Especially if you're talking about play-in. You don't want to play-in tournament. You want to be at least the 6th seed, and so you can get your players some time to rest and all that kind of stuff, recover before the actual playoff run goes. But if you're going to take rest in the middle of a playoff push, you might as well just sit out the rest of the year.
Now, they can still make the 6th seed, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You're only like 3 games out from the fourth place spot. Now, if they win out, right, and they magically get to the 4th, 5th seed, 6th seed, what are your chances for them to at least make the Western Conference Finals and maybe a Finals appearance?
I don't see them making that. I don't see them making the Western Conference Finals.
Who's the team that you think is going to be there?
I believe, I'm going to be honest with you, we haven't talked about them this much this year, but I think Denver gets over the hump this year. A healthy Jamal Murray, Jokic. I mean, I think they have everything they need to get.
First of all,
right.
I feel like if Jokic win another MVP without nobody knowing, like I feel like it's going to be a disgrace to the NBA.
Well, we'll switch topics real quick now. Who else could be considered? We talked about Tatum.
Embiid.
Yeah.
It's Embiid. I don't have to say another name.
Okay, Embiid. I mean, I think he's a good choice to pick. Yeah, I think he's a good choice.
Ain't no way in the world. Come on.
I think it's a good choice.
Come on. Like, I really think they need to start implementing the playoffs into it.
Well, you know what? That's another interesting topic, just to switch up a little bit. Now, I would listen to Mitchell, the guy on NBA TV commentator.
Yeah.
He was talking about it's a deception to the people and the fans because the MVP is a regular season award. He was saying that they should give it to the winner earlier or at the end of the season before the playoffs start, because everybody assumes that the MVP is a playoff award, and it's kind of deceiving the people. Like, okay, because if Jokic has a bad playoffs, then he doesn't deserve the MVP. You see what I'm saying? That's what
that's
the image.
I see what you're saying.
That's the image. But he said if you give it to him during the regular season, at the end of the regular season, like they supposed to, because it's a regular season award, then it won't look as bad as far as who deserves it and who don't deserve it. Yeah. But right now, it could go. If Jokic don't win, I'm good with Embiid winning.
This would be his second or third.
Who?
Jokic.
It'll be his third.
And he would be probably the less talked about MVP winner of all time.
Yep.
Like, he literally slid under the radar. For a man who can't jump, like, literally slipped under the radar for 2 of his MVPs.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's the play of the Denver Nuggets. They kind of slowly climbed the ranks, and now they're number 1 in the West, and so it's they kind of play like that.
But I do think they need to put the playoffs into the MVP, though. Like, because, come on, who really takes the season seriously? like your top 5 guys in the NBA, do they take the season seriously?
Yeah, but this is the thing. So, how would you consider the playoff if a guy was playing good all year long and their team made it like a bottom seed, like they 8th seed?
I would say, cause when they give out the MVP, it's like when they get to the finals.
It's like the first, second round, right before then.
Well, my thing is this.
Around there.
I think you give it out when you get to like the Western Conference Final, because then
mm-hmm.
like, okay, there's 4 teams left. You know what I mean? Like, now like, okay, who's that guy? You know what I'm saying? I feel like the season has to be connected with it, but I feel like that works out better so you'll know who your true MVP is. Yeah, that's just like me saying, okay, Aaron Fox had a great year this year during the season. Let's give him MVP.
Yeah, but it's
that don't even make sense.
Well, I mean, but I think that's the reason why they want to go ahead and do it before the playoffs start, because that I mean, but if the MVP is a regular season award, then yeah, I agree. It should be awarded at the end of the season, not and before the playoffs.
I don't know. I'm just hating. I just think he shouldn't get it. I just think Denver Nuggets I mean, they play well during the season, but it's just like,
yeah, I really think they got.
It's like, what's another team I can think of? It's like,
I mean, the only other team that can really win the championship right now is not even in the West. It's Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It's Milwaukee.
Hold on. So you're gonna dismiss Boston?
I mean, I like Boston, but I think right now Milwaukee is probably playing the best. They went on like an 18-19 game winning streak at one point recently, so I think they're playing the best basketball right now, headed into the playoffs. And if Giannis gives you anything that he gave you his MVP season and winning the championship, they got a good chance of winning.
I mean, they got a pretty good chance. I give you that. I think Boston, Milwaukee, and then the West is wide open.
West is wide open, but I think Denver leading the way, though. I do agree with West is wide open.
I don't know. I think 8 teams leading the way. I think it's all tied. Because you telling me, right, and hear me out, if the Lakers get Denver in the first round, would they be mad?
I don't think the Lakers I don't think they could beat them, though. I think I don't think they could beat
fully healthy Lakers goes up against now, and both of them on high cylinders, like they going 100%.
Yeah,
you don't think the Lakers could beat?
Their play is not consistent enough to me, even though they improved.
You know who? I found the perfect team. You know, I just thought about it. It just hit me like a light bulb. It said, "Bing!" That just came to me. You know who the Denver Nuggets remind me of?
Ooh, man.
The Toronto Raptors. That's who they remind me of.
What?
Hey, that's who they remind me of.
This man right here.
Like they always, they had a little, season where they do this, they do that. But they get in the playoffs. And
yeah, but I just the way Jokic has improved his game every single season. And to the point that they're number 1 in the West. They look a lot better.
You gotta respect because they take every game. You know what I mean? Like it's like a business game. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta respect that over the longevity of the season. But when you get in the playoffs, man, it's a different animal.
It is a different animal.
And they never can do anything in the playoffs.
It's yet to be seen.
It never happened. Well, they did it last 3 years.
It's yet to be seen this year, though. I really believe they have a chance, though.
I mean, this is the most open, I would say, it has been in a long. That's why LeBron trying to get back.
Well, I mean, LeBron needs to come back.
But I mean, if he come back fully healthy,
okay,
you think that changes the whole landscape?
No, I think they'll make a playoff run, but I don't think they'll go deep and win. Okay. But this is all right. You talked about the West and how it's kind of scrambled at the bottom past the second and third spot. So
it really first, second, and then the rest.
Okay, so with that being said, when Denver being number one, right?
Yeah.
And everything else is kind of be scrambled.
Memphis number two,
and the teams are so tight in the race.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it look better for Denver? Who's challenging Denver right now? Who's challenging Denver because it's so tight in the playoff race after the second spot? Who do you see challenging? That's why I say I don't see nobody.
Every team was fully healthy.
It don't matter if they're healthy or not. I don't see nobody challenging.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm just saying. To me, I don't think it matters.
If healthy, most definitely, I think they don't want to see the Lakers in the first round. I think the Lakers are the question mark team that you don't want to see in the first round. Why do you think they're trying to get the 6 so bad so they can play Sacramento?
Well, I'm not saying that they're not going to win a championship. I mean, I love the Lakers. I'm the Lakers fan.
Hey, that's your team. You want to down your team like that?
No, I'm not down them. I'm just being real. I'm a basketball fan first, so I got to be real about it.
Lakers. I just said I like LeBron.
But this is the thing. We know LeBron going to do what LeBron does. It's the rest of the team that I have a problem with.
What you mean? Like Austin Reeves, AR,
yeah,
AR.
Look, we're looking at recent times, but in recent times they're balling. But overall,
I'm put like this. If they would have had this same team in the beginning of the season, they wouldn't be in the predicament they're in right now.
Well, I mean,
you definitely 100% can say that.
I say they probably be better chance. I would say that. But even with Austin Reeves, his play has not been consistent. He's had some good games here and there, but the
last 5 games.
Yeah, here and there. That's recent.
The last 5 games.
That's recent. But overall, the whole season, he has not been consistent.
I mean,
AD has not been consistent.
None of them been consistent.
D'Angelo Russell, even before he came to the Lakers at Minnesota, has not been consistent all year long.
He's been consistent since he's been with LA, though.
Still, that's recent. I'm talking about consistent. Can they?
Yeah, but it's a lot of factors that play into that.
Of course, that's my point. So how will they be able to do that consistently throughout the playoffs if they're not being consistent now? That's why
they just got together.
Still, again,
they've been consistent since they got together. That's what I'm telling you.
But they still look. I'm trying to tell you.
What you mean?
Go ahead. I'm trying to make a point.
Go ahead, make your point, because your point is not.
Can I get a word out first?
Go ahead.
You talking while talking?
Go ahead.
What let the lady say? You want to hear me talk, or you want to talk?
Go ahead. I want to hear you say something wrong. Go ahead.
No, you're saying that they just got together. My point is, you're right. Mm-hmm. In order for them to play good deep into the playoff, they got to gel. So can they do that? And I don't think they can in that short amount of time. To be that good, to go to the finals. No, they're not.
My thing is this. They just got together, and I'm saying they've been playing well.
They have.
Since they got together.
I say they've been playing well. I don't think they've been playing consistently well. They haven't been playing consistently well because they would have been a lot. Put it like this. After that trade, they would have won a lot more games than what they had now.
Well, they ain't been playing together because they've been hurt. Every time that they play 100%, as in like 100% healthy, is always good things. And we don't know what it looked like when LeBron get in there.
They haven't shown me enough to say that I'm confident in them.
I'm pretty confident. They ain't my team. I'm pretty confident. If they are 100% healthy, that they're gonna do damage.
They're not gonna be 100% healthy. They're not going
to. You know something?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They're not.
It's breaking. Did you get it from Wendy?
Because I feel like this is how I feel about because if LeBron James is hurt, right? Mm-hmm. So why if they need him to come back, why they got to wait till this day for him to play?
He can play now.
That's my point.
but they want to get him closest to 100% as possible.
Well, I'm just
like
saying.
If they was like 13 seed and wasn't doing that, and he could play now. But the point that he has faith, which he said this now, he has faith in them to make the playoff and then he can come back.
He's supposed to say that.
Well, I'm just saying.
He's supposed to say that.
I'm just saying. But he's proving it by action.
How would LeBron James looking? He said, "Man, we ain't finna go to the playoffs right now because I don't have no confidence."
But yes, he said that, but he's proving it by his actions. Okay, he can say that and then still come back. You feel what I'm saying?
Look, like I said before, they might go to the second round. They might go to the second round, but they're not winning. They're not going to the Western Conference Finals or the finals.
If they go past, okay, we're gonna make a little wager here. All right, so if they go past the second round, 100% healthy, right? They got to be.
Why they got to be 100% healthy? Because they gonna be playing regardless of who's out there, right?
No, I'm saying as in like 100% of the roster is out there. All right, so if they got LeBron, right, and they got 100% of the roster, and they make it past the second round, what we gonna do is you gonna give out a free man-to-man podcast shirt to one of our fans, one of our viewers.
Okay,
you know what I mean. And if I'm gonna put it like this, if they don't make it past the second round, then I pay for the shirt and we'll give it to a fan.
Okay. So, if the Lakers make it past the first round, the second round,
yep.
The first fan that says, "I want a shirt," they gonna get a shirt.
Yeah. We'll do a drawing.
Oh, we'll do a drawing.
Yeah, we'll do a drawing on social media with hashtag, and you have to do hashtag Man to Man Podcast, and we'll put you in a drawing, and whoever wins the drawing, Ronnie paying for that shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all get ready for y'all shirt because Josh is getting ready to pay for it.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, they gonna make it past the second round. At 100%, 100% healthy, they gonna make it past the.
I don't see it. I hope they do, but I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, tune in, keep watching us. We got some exciting things coming up. Hey, follow. Subscribe,
like,
share,
do all that, man.
Hey, all the above. Do it 20 times. If you forget you did it, do it again. You know what I'm saying? Hey, show love. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all keep looking out. We out.
Man to man.
Bam.
Yo, it's the Man.
The Man
Sports Podcast. And we want to thank everybody for watching.
Yo.
Come back again.
Yo, like, subscribe, follow. We out.
Keep God first. Peace.